My name is Melissa Lineberry, and welcome to Stupid Politics. It's me and Christine Schrock today. I'll let her tell a little bit about herself, and we have a ton of things to discuss, so go ahead and...
We're going to squeeze this all in a half hour.
We're going to try to squeeze it all in a half hour.
with Melissa and I both going at it.
Right. That's why there's only two today, because too much to discuss to get any more in on this.
Okay, well, I'm Christine Schrock. I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and yeah, we do have a lot to talk about. We just had an election here last week, and we've established who our chairman for the Republican Party is. Again.
Steve Shine won, I think, by 211 votes.
Yeah, and not to dwell on it or anything, but I think we should let the people know a little bit how that works, how a chairman is elected, et cetera, et cetera. The way that works is each precinct has someone representing that precinct. And so we have a chairman of that precinct.
It's called a committeeman.
Committeeman.
And you can either be elected in the primary or you are appointed by the chairman.
If someone is not elected, then that office is held empty. It's void. So sometime during whatever term is available for that chairman, he can actually appoint someone to be put in that position. Now the interesting thing is the person who is a precinct leader not only has the responsibility of dealing with their precincts and getting to know people and trying to keep them involved and informed.
And on election day, they run their polling place.
They run at the polling place. But they also have the honor of being able to vote for their chairman of the Republican Party.
And also, since our county was one of the first that did what's called a working group, and we won't get to. We also have the privilege of voting for the chairmen of those groups there.
That's correct. So last week, that working group, the committee people who are already involved in action, were going to vote for the person that would hold the office of chair, and they were also going to vote for the people who were in these working groups.
Also vice chair, secretary, and treasurer.
That's correct.
Basically our party structure for the next 4 years.
That's correct. Now, the thing that kind of surprised everyone, because there were about...
I think they said over 330 some.
330 some. And Steve Shine won by 211 votes. So typically you think, wow, that was the majority of the people involved. However, when you consider that 200 approximately of those...
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to get the exact number, but it's something I've been told, and I would like to further, that information. But if a couple hundred of those were actually appointed, then that really isn't representative of that body.
Someone made the case, I think, on our live show that one of the things they could do, so you could not, if those appointed people voted for Steve, even without them being appointed, that's one thing. But one of the recourses they thought is to not let appointed people vote for the chair so that you could find out who actually would win. So one of the recourses
and one of the things that
you don't know where their loyalty lies. They might have actually voted for him, and we're not going to sit here and say they didn't.
The point being though is that we saw visually, we were there. We saw as soon as the chair.
That's what disappointed me.
Let me finish. As soon as the chair was established, 2/3 of the people left.
Yes.
So that would approximately take care of 200 votes, and it just appears that
it almost made me wish now beyond who won or lost that the chairman was elected last, because it was so sad to see that
they didn't stick around to do the work.
That this working group had 40, 50, maybe 75 people stick around to vote for them. So it's like, what are those first 200 people doing?
Well, again, so it establishes a picture. It establishes a picture that 200 people were elected. They came in and put their little vote in. They got their 5 seconds of fame. They were gone. So, it does make a difference, I think, if we can somehow work those working
so that it's so important.
Well,
that's the event.
That's what I'm saying. So the people who voted and just left, they were not sticking around to be a part of the Republican Party. They were actually, I think, put in there just for that instant fame, got the vote, then they were gone.
And I'd like to be proven wrong. If you didn't stay and you were a committee man, then you need to join one of the committees.
Yeah, be a part of the Republican Party. Don't come in, just throw your vote, and then you're gone.
Right, because I was really sad to see how empty it got. I don't even care who won or lost. I mean, I voted for who I won. It's a fair election. I helped, well, as far as count, I helped with it, so I believe it was all fair and above board. But I was very, very upset when I watched 200-some people, whether they were the appointed, I don't know, if they were just...
Now, with that, though, let me go on the positive note to try and encourage people, because this is the thing. We've got, what, maybe 400 positions open total?
You mean vacant?
Well, no, I mean, that could be filled, either elected or
I don't know, because, well, there's also vice precinct committeemen.
All right, well, let me
get back, of those are vacant.
Get back to the point, and that is people who sit on their couch and complain to each other about politics or what our guys in elected offices are doing or not doing. I mean, that is void if you don't become a part yourself, because the way that you can make a difference is to take positions like this.
And I think if you're scared to take, like, a precinct committee man because you just have never been involved, like we become involved, call and be somebody's VP. I need a VP for my district. I gladly would love some help, and we could learn the ropes together and stuff. So what you're saying, help. But
is there a number that we can throw out here real quick here that we can, or tell them?
Actually, they could write us at stupidpolitics@yahoo.com, because you have to, or if you want to do it on your own, write the Republican Party. Steve Shine is the chairman for the 4